Hey guys, Steve from Lakeshore RV Center going to do the video orientation on your Cougar 30 RLS fifth wheel. We'll start here at the outside, work our way to the inside. If you have any questions, always feel free to get a hold of me. You can reach me direct at 231-736-9162. Start right here at the entrance. You'll notice the drop down steps here. When you're opening and shutting those steps, you want to make sure this door is all the way open so you have the clearance between the screen door here and the wing on the side of the steps there. So make sure that's all the way open when you bring the steps up or down. Pass-through storage, your power cord is right here. You have a hookup for television if you want power right there. Your in command center brain is right there. That is going to be where all the wires go into for the in command center. And also, if you need to manually operate the awning or the slide outs on this, right behind this cover, I'll show you here. You can see right here, the M is for the individual motors. Your first three are going to be for the slide outs. The last two are going to be for the awnings. You'll just select which one you want and then execute button right there, in or out. So that's how you can manually operate your slide outs and your awnings. Each side you're going to have 30-pound tanks right there, and then on the front compartment is where the battery goes, and also for the spare tire is stowed in the front here. Other 30-pound tank right here on the side. This is really cool. This is going to be where you're going to have all your hookups for your water to winterize, hot water bypasses right there, and then to also winterize. You have a black tank pole right there. That's for the obviously for the sewer. The gray is also going to be for the bathroom gray water tank, and then you have a second gray tank pole that's going to be just for the galley. You can see it right there, and then the one outlet there for the discharge. Also inside the pass-through storage, that is going to be the controller for your auto leveling system, and then also to operate the front jacks up and down. Above that, that's the solar controller. Nothing to do with that at all. That is always on and always going to be operating to keep your batteries charged. Next to that, this is your furnace exhaust, and then your hot water tank exhaust. Just be mindful if either one of these are on, it will get extremely hot. Not to lean anything up against it or touch that when those are working. As we go along the side here, your two vents, that is going to be access for the refrigerator if any service needs to be done on that. Your freshwater fill to fill the freshwater tank is behind that compartment door. And then on the back, ladder up to the top, and then your 2-inch receiver hitch. You'll notice right here, this is also your plug-in for your 50-amp power cord. As we come back over on the other side, you can see your awning on the slide out, and then your second awning right at the front there, also with the two speakers. As we walk into the coach, first thing you'll notice right at ground level, this is your carbon monoxide LP detector right here, and then under this, get this to open up, is going to be your breakers for your AC, and then your for your fuses right here. These are all labeled as well as to what they're for. So if you have something that's not working, that would be the first thing to check. Into the coach, your freestanding dinette. You can see how the chairs stow when you're traveling. There are tie downs down on the floor there. And then for the lights in the slide out, you can see right there the on off with the dimmer control. Next, you're going to have the theater seating. You can see the operation right here for the heat, massage, and then also for the light on it. And then you have a USB just above it. Touch it again to turn all that off, and then you have your your pull right here. That is for the recliner. You're going to have that on each side of the theater seating. In the back, there is a light switch. This is going to be for your main lights in the cabin. And then those can also be turned on and off through the in command. USB port right here with a power under it. You have the same thing on the other side right there. Electric fireplace. This does have a remote with it. Otherwise, you can turn it on You see the switches right here, turn it off and on. That'll work just as just for show, or it will actually put out heat up to about 5,000 BTU is what that'll put out. Television right here, and then just under that is going to be your Furrion AM, FM, CD, DVD player. And that is tied in. You have speakers on the inside and also on the outside. And you can see the two zones right there. Pantries right here. You can adjust those shelves how you'd like. Your Dometic fridge, this is gas and electric. Turned on right here. On off switch right there. On automatic, what that means is it will cool down when it is on, when it's plugged in, it's gonna switch over to AC power, and then when you unplug it, will run off the battery of propane. It'll actually be fueled through the propane. So that is on for you. 3-burner stovetop. Your operations for the burners are right in the middle here. This will just flip up and out of the way for those. Your igniter is right here. Just turn that. Little spark igniter, similar to what you would have on a grill. And then on the end there, that is going to be the controls for the oven to dial in the temperature that you want. On the end here, light. That is just to light up the dials. Push it down, it lights up the dials, and also puts light inside of the oven. As we go along into the upstairs compartment, the bathroom area here, you'll notice that the shower on this does have a lock for travel, so you do open it up, that'll lock it. The commode, this is a foot flush right here. Just push that down with your foot to operate it. And then one last thing to show you is the GFI outlet here. So if you have outlets that aren't working, or if this one's not working, just make sure that's not tripped. If it is, go ahead and reset it. And then also in the bedroom area here, slide out right there. Just make sure the doors are shut when you're bringing that slide in, so you don't have anything going into the bed there. And then also, if you want to hook a television up, there is hookups right there, and then also a backer for the bracket. Last thing I'll show you, this is going to be the in command hookup right here. And right at the main screen here, you'll notice heating and cooling. If we touch that, we'll go to the rear AC. Shows what the zone is, that's temperature in here. This guy right here, that's your temperature probe. That'll actually take the temperature and communicate it back to the device here. If you want to turn on the fan, that'll be the fan for the AC. Cool. That'll be for the AC. You can set your temperature right there. Fan's automatic, which means the fan will automatically come on when you turn the AC on. And then heat right there, that'll be for the furnace. And again, you can go ahead and set your temperature to wherever you want it at. And then automatic, if you just want to set the temperature and forget it, it will figure out if it needs to turn on the AC or the heat, depending on the temperature inside. One more, and that is to off. Return to the main menu is just like that. Lights, pretty self-explanatory. You can see where the bedroom light, to turn those off and on right there. Ceiling lights, just like so, and then awning lights if you want to turn the awning lights on, just like that. Back out, slides and awnings. I'm not going to run through those, but you can see how they are. The kitchen slide. Now, when you want to in, just keep your finger pressed on the screen. It will come in. As soon as you take it off, it'll stop. Same with the out. We'll bring it back out. Done. Just take your finger off, just like so. And then settings, not a whole lot to do with this. Now, there is a passcode. It is all zeros, so there'll be 4 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, and that'll be the default passcode. If you want to change that, you can go ahead and do that there. Bluetooth, if you want to sync your phone, you can go ahead and do that. If you're at a park with Wi-Fi, you can go ahead and hook up to the park Wi-Fi as well. Fresh water, this will show the contents of the tanks, just like this. You can see that they're all empty. If you want to turn on the heat pads for the tanks, just go ahead, touch, and then those are on, and then also off. And then going back out down on the bottom shows you the charge state of the battery. It's at 13.5 volts, fully charged. Water pump, if you want to turn that on, the water pump is now operating. Just like so. Turn that off. Hot water heater, you can see that's off. You can do gas, electric, or gas and electric as options. We'll leave that off for now. And then interior lights, if you want those off or on. Now, any lights that aren't on this, there are a couple of switches right here over the island. And then also you can see in the kitchen there's a light. So any lights that aren't on a switch, the switch is actually on the light itself right in the middle. And you can just push that off. You can see the button right there. That's the switch. Turn those off and on just like so. If you have any other questions, feel free to get a hold of me. Like I said, I know you've had campers before, and if there's just something a little bit different about this that you can't quite figure out, give me a call anytime. You can reach me direct at 231-736-9162. And congratulations on the new fifth wheel, and thank you so much for your business.